What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the 5.7 Rock by Palmetto State Armory. It's kind of, if y'all heard about the 5.7, maybe you've heard about the F&N or maybe the Ruger 5.7. This is a newer firearm that was introduced this year by Palmetto State. So far I haven't tried it, so I don't have much of a review as of right now. The main thing that I want to do today is test this bullet basically inside of a melon and see how it reacts compared to a 9mm. The only thing I've really done as far as updates to this gun so far is the sights on it. I don't know, I think it's like True Glow. Whoever it's made by, I'll put it in the description. But I put these on and that's everything else is stock on it. The trigger stock. As far as the 9, we're going to be looking at a Glock 19, something that most people are familiar with. Has the exact same sights on it. If you don't know, the Rock 57 can use Glock sights, so these sights are interchangeable. So I'm going to start off with the Rock 57. Nah, I take that back. I'm going to start off with the 9mm, then I'm going to come back with the Rock 57, and then we're going to look at the Cantaloupes and compare what they look like. All right, so like I said, we're going to start with the 9mm, the Glock 19. I'm going to shoot the Cantaloupe on the left with the Glock 19. And I'm going to do the one on the right with the 5.7. All right, Glock 19. And now we're going to go with the Rock 5.7 on the right. Didn't have one in chamber. Okay. I like the way that shoots, but I'll get back to that in a minute. The first thing I noticed off top, can you pan back to him? The wound appears to be a lot larger, especially on the entry. I haven't seen the exit yet. You guys are seeing what I'm seeing for the first time. We have the Rock 5.7 on the right. The wound appears to be almost unnoticeable. So now I'm gonna flip them over, starting with the 9mm. All right, so the 9mm kind of went in towards the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see in there, panning there so they can see. Created a large hole still, took out a large section of the flesh from the melon. Now let's check out the 5.7. The 5.7, small entry, small exit, but it feels like a lot has moved around on the inside. I kind of want to open this up and see. Okay, so wow. Once I basically touched the hole a little bit, I can see that there's a large wound inside of there coming from the 5.7. The 9mm still has a larger wound overall. All right, so what I want to do now is I'm gonna shoot maybe 3 or 4 shots out of each one and see what it does to the melon. Starting off with the 9mm. All right, 9mm to the left. Three shots from the 9mm. I may have missed with the last one, but let's see. 3 shots, total 4 shots from the 9mm. Look at the inside. Did I come back and shoot with the 5.7? I didn't come back and shoot with the 5.7. So let me get the 3 shots with the 5.7. I'm going to open it up. Thought I was gonna be able to open it up, but I wasn't. So it's still fairly intact with the 5.7. The bullets seem to be going through so fast that they don't have time to expand. Whereas with the 9mm, they're having a little bit more time to expand. So as far as the expansion, from what I'm seeing, just using metal jacket ammo in both of these guns, the 9mm is expanding a lot more. It appears that the 5.7 is moving a lot quicker and not having enough time to expand and potentially going directly through. So maybe the 5.7 has more penetration compared to the 9mm, but like I said, that 9mm is definitely taking out larger chunks based off of what I'm seeing right now with the full metal jackets. All right, so I do want to give y'all a brief description or review of the gun based off of what I just did. The trigger seems real crisp. If you like the Glock triggers, you shouldn't really see too much of a difference. This gun kind of reminds me of the MP Shields. As far as the recoil goes, it has a lot less recoil compared to the 9mm. It isn't as light as a 22, but maybe somewhere around maybe a 32 or a 380. Really fun gun to shoot. Like I said, almost no recoil. Yeah, it's pretty much straightforward. Fun gun. If you get a chance, check one out. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you got any questions, any comments, leave them down below.